What is up, YouTube? We are back with another casted game. This game is going to feature FB Kasva playing as the Mongols against Aussie Drongo playing as the French. And let's see what he's doing right now. Drongo is opening up with the sheep, and I'm assuming his next fills will be going to gold after he gets another vill there on the sheep. And then Kasva has opened. He has placed his town center next to the tree line and the berries. It's really tricky at the Mongols. You're opening, you really have to focus because you need to figure out where to put that town center down, get a villager in queue, get those sheep moving. There's a lot to do. Now, these two players, you're familiar with Aussie Drongo. He's got a large YouTube and Twitch channel, and I know that he's been enjoying playing as the French a lot, so I bet he will have something in store for us here. Versus Kasva, an AoE2 player. And I've seen Kasva playing a wide variety of civilizations here during this media preview. So it's fun to see Kasva playing some Mongols. And I'm going to be kind of watching to see what his build order is and letting you guys know. So it looks like he started by building an Uvu at the start of the game. And now he is taking one of his newer villagers and he's placing a stable. So, does this indicate, is he going to be pushing early on with his stable and putting some early raiding down on Drongo? Yeah, that might be the case. Let's go see what Drongo is up to. Drongo is getting his gold. He's got some food and he's just now. Let's see his macro. 8 on food, 3 on gold, and now he's going to start getting some wood. So, pretty standard French opening. I expect him to be going up with the School of Cavalry. Which should do an okay dealing with. Even if Kasva does show up with these early raiders, or these early horsemen rather, they're not going to do a ton of damage as he can get Royal Knights or, there's an H2 horseman out if he chooses to. So we'll have to see how this plays out. So Kasva obviously opting for the early raiding options here. Now, one thing he could do, let's see what Drongo's base building looks like. I was gonna say he could pick off the gold mine possibly, but Drongo's smart. He built his house nice and close here to protect it from any raiders, and this is a smart idea. If you're playing against the Mongols, you definitely want to make sure you are building your house near your town center. Now, these forward villagers by the School of Cavalry maybe could get some harassment, but close to the town center, those early raiders aren't going to stand much of a chance. Okay, you see the Khan has some scouting intel, and here comes Kasva's first early raiders going out, or the horsemen rather, and they are starting to chase that scout down, though he probably wants to go in and disrupt the economy of Drongo. Let's go see what Drongo's up to. He's just working on his age up. He's got 3 vills on the School of Cavalry. He's got 4 on gold, realizing he's got to pull back. He knows those raiders are coming in, and he's done a good job pushing Drongo off of gold, and Drongo might have wanted that gold for some of his Royal Knights if he's going to go for those, but he can also just go for horsemen and will be okay. Dropping down a defensive tower placement, outpost. Surprised these raiders aren't getting on top of these villagers that are building this outpost. Just now are, but I think it's a little too late. That tower is going to get up. Those villagers are going to get to safety. Oh, one villager does go down, so a nice pickup there for Kasva. And at the very least, he has bought himself some idle time of that France eco, and we know France's eco very, very strong. They train villagers at a faster rate, so not a bad idea to try to go disrupt their economy here early on. And there we go. Currently, Drongo's low on resources because he's been spending it on that tower. I think he's also getting his wheelbarrow over here, so he spent that gold. So this indicates to me, I think he's going to be committing to maybe some horsemen here, since he's not really trying to go back to the gold. He probably could. Well, he'll probably be making some horsemen. Let's see. Now, Kasva sees the mill down there and is going to just keep circling around. So some nice early pressure from Kasva, and I'm not sure how much value he's looking to get, but he did kill one villager, bought some idle time, and that should be worth something. Now, is Kasva aging up yet? Kasva currently is not. He still needs another, a little bit more gold to get there. Okay, now he should be able to start aging up. But let's see what landmark he decides to go with. There we go. Okay, so he's going with the deer stones. So this deer stones is going to give a speed boost to his nearby units. So that'll be a nice little boost there. Okay, now let's see what's going on over here. So we got raiders running around trying to get some kills. Let's look at the military score, see if he's killed more. So he just killed that one villager so far, but doing a really good job of denying Drongo from gathering any gold. And I don't know where his next gold mine is. I don't see it scouted at least right now. So the only option he's going to have is horsemen should he decide to go for it. So Kasva having some really successful raids here. Would maybe like to see Drongo start training some horsemen. There we go, starting to do it. And maybe even, well, let's see. Maybe I think in Milhouse's situation, I would go for a second stable to combat this. You can go for pikes, but they're just going to run around, and especially Mongols can start getting, archers. So, you got to be careful. Now, he has found a backup gold mine, so this is really nice. Let's see if Kasva knows that gold mine's there. He does not know where it is yet, so maybe he won't know to push there. And this is a nice kind of backup res spot for Kasva. Let's see what's going on in Kasva's base. He has just reached the next age. He's got the deer stones. Now he's getting his first wood upgrade, forestry. Anything going on at the Uvu? No upgrades at the Uvu quite yet. He's throwing down a archery range. So is he going to go for those Mangudai, or is he going to just go for some archers? Meanwhile, we got some raiding coming in here. Really nice, consistent pressure from Kasva on Drongo's base, keeping those villagers idle. And that might be the first unit he lost, is it? Maybe he's lost 2 units, it looks like, from the graph. But overall, he's bought a lot of idle time with minimal losses. So some good pressure here from Kasva. And now let's see what's going on with Drongo. He is currently training a Royal Knight. Now, if we look at the speed of these units, the early horsemen, they have 1.6. Well, that's attack speed. Where's their actual speed? Oh, it's tile. Where's their speed? Oh, it's down in the bottom left. 1.88. 1.88 compared to, we'll look at the Royal Knight when it comes out here. So he's housed. Okay. Speed of this guy is 1.62. So I was kind of thinking so. These horsemen can just run away from those knights for quite some time. So right now, just one Royal Knight out. Now that Royal Knight could do a good job cleaning up these early horsemen, but hopefully Kasva will just run away. He's trying to get that bounty from taking out that building. Will he engage here? He's not. He's just going to try to run away. It's kind of awkward. Look how these units are kind of caught in formation. Kind of weird. Drongo is really going after the Khan. He wants to get the Khan. Meanwhile, we have another house going down. Not going to get pop capped again. And some archery ranges. And yeah, I think this is a good move for Drongo. I like building archers against the Mongols because inevitably they're going to run you around for a long time. Now you can see Kasva does have some Mangudai up here ready to get into action. Let's go see what's going on, and some more coming from across. I think he's training them 2 at a time right now using that Uvu. And you can see that. Yep, there you go. So the Uvu generates gold. The Mongols aren't able to gather gold with their villagers. And then on the right here, you can see he can get 2 times each of the units if he spends a little more res and uses the stone that's produced. So he's going to be going up for this Mangudai, and I'm assuming going to be just trying to do some more raiding here. Now, what's going on in the back line here? We do have Drongo has managed to get a horseman over on Kasva's side and is going to get a. I thought he might get that villager kill, but it looks like Kasva was able to get inside that town center and get that scare that horseman off. Now Drongo is currently investing in the knights. Now the knights would be good in taking on any of these units, but the problem is going to be Kasva's probably just going to run around, and even these Mangudai over time will kill these knights if they're just not ever able to hit them at any time. And he's sitting there just trying to guard the gold right now. I wonder if I think he knows Drongo has a gold mine in the back now. He does. No, he does not know yet. So I'm trying to wonder what his plan of attack here is. Obviously trying to raid with this Mangudai. Now those Mangudai are very expensive units, so that's why that's the only thing you see being produced right now. He's doing them 2 at a time, or 1 at a time right now, but they cost 120 food and 40 gold, so a lot of food. Right now he's got 18 villagers on food, 9 on gold, and none on wood. Okay, he has 7 on wood. He just built a gur there. Okay, here we go. Raid coming up. I think he's just gonna keep poking at this, but now Drongo's got these archers. They're going to be able to start taking some shots here. You see, they're going to be doing... let's look at our Mangudai stats here while we wait. They've got 8 ranged, 8 range attack, 3.5 tile range, and a 1.25 attack speed. And they're very speedy. So let's look at compare that to what we've got down here of these archers. The archers have cheaper stats, or lower stats rather, but a much cheaper unit to produce, only costing 30 food and 50 wood. So Drongo can really mass these archers up if he wants to, and doing a nice job putting some outposts down, because he's got to assume. Oh, now but look at this! The Mangudai run by and kill the villagers, kill 2 villagers, and man, this is what can happen with this Mongol army. Is they don't have to take any engagements against the French army. They can just run around and try to pick off villagers. I'm actually curious. The villager count right now, 21 vills for Drongo versus Kasva has 38 villagers. So Kasva is actually ahead on the villager count right now by quite a bit. I think I read that wrong. They were even on villagers there. I think it was 38 and 38. Now Drongo's on 36. Let's look at Kasva. 36 and 38. So Kasva is now ahead. Just a little bit though. Okay, so microing back, trying to get those Royal Knights down. 2 Royal Knights currently going down. Those are very expensive units to use. Man, that was 3 HP and gets away. Is Drongo going to heal it up? And look, he's researching chivalry. Wow, what a nice escape. This is huge value. He was able to tank all those shots, those Royal Knights. His archers were able to get some plenty of shots off there. But the Mangudai are going to escape. The horsemen, a number of horsemen did go down. Look at the military score right now. Drongo is ahead from these fights, but losing a few villagers in the process. Let's see anything interesting going at home for Kasva? Not really. Continuing on, he's got just about double the amount on food as he has on gold, and he's actually got a surplus of gold at the moment. So he could either fix that macro, or he could think about aging up if he wanted to. Is there any armor blacksmith? He does have blacksmith, and he has, I think, that first attack for his archers. Does he have this attack? Yeah, he does have that. Okay, so getting those armory upgrades. Let's see what Drongo's up to and if he is working on any of these blacksmith upgrades. Blacksmith is down. It does look like he has the first melee attack upgrade. He will want to get the iron undermesh very soon, I think, against those Mangudai. And starting to wall up, very smart against the Mongols. They're going to keep raiding you. You want to wall. But look at this. Kasva coming in just as Archer's about to finish the wall. Will he get there in time? Regardless, he should be able to kill that villager, and that villager's trying to back off. And is it going to escape? I think he was... wow, really good pull. Quick thinking from Drongo. He could have sat there and stubbornly tried to close the gap. Pulled the vill back, brought his archers in, and was able to scare off this army. And now, for Kasva, if I was training Mangudai, you want to be raiding, because as Drongo gets a massive archers, you're not going to be able to take a head-on fight, or at least these archers are going to trade rather effectively, just considering how cheap they are. Okay, so he sees the intel, he knows what the comp is, knows there's horsemen and Mangudai, and it's just continuing to wall up. And I think Drongo at this point is pretty well stabilized. He's got some wall segments. Can you get through there? I think he probably could. So maybe like to see him complete this wall, because he could just take one run of those Mangudais through here and take out. I mean, imagine if they got to this wood line, it would be pretty devastating. So let's see if he's thinking about making a run. And we could see it here if he decides to go for it and Drongo doesn't scout. This could be really huge. Hopefully Drongo can pull back his villagers in time as these horsemen and Mangudai run in. Drongo doing some a little bit of poking here with his very low HP horsemen. Should be just enough to draw Kasva's attention. We got German moving. Don't know where that was. Was that maybe a miss micro? I know that I've accidentally moved my buildings with my army. I don't know why that was out there. But regardless, I think poising himself for a raid here very soon. Let's see what Drongo's up to. Has he finished his wall? So has not done 100% on this wall. Now, I actually see, look, he's got his second blacksmith, so he's really been powering out these upgrades. And should be good to go. Archers, here we go. Here we go. He's going to probably just run past and try to go get some villagers. Let's see how many he gets. Okay, no villagers. One villager went down there. They weren't able to garrison, but this is it. This is that wood line. We thought this could happen. 2 villagers, 3 villagers, 4 villagers. 5 villagers. That is almost a complete cleanup. Holy cow. Drongo just getting really hit with that raid. And though he can't take the fight of this army, he can do plenty of eco damage. And oh boy, he's got his eyes set on this next batch of villagers over here. They will not be able to garrison this tower because this will only hold 5. And now I do suspect, because he's starting to get cornered, could lose some Mangudai. But honestly, he can remake those. He got a lot of value killing those villagers, but he's going to run by, and I think he's going to escape with a fair number of these. He is going to lose some to the archers and the royal knights, trying to scare off the archers there with the horseman pull. Drongo doing a good job microing his archers forward, getting plenty of shots off, and killing a lot of Kasva's units. So, the trade-off. Kasva lost a lot of military units, but was able to gain a lot of villagers. Is he going to get more? There's more archers over here. Let's look at the count of the villagers now. 38 villagers. I'm sorry, 38 villagers right now for Drongo. 38 versus Kasva's 51. And that's the thing. Now, Drongo's up on army right now. I feel like maybe Drongo needs to try to push, but how is he going to push? He can't leave his base. He's trying to defend. He should finish his walls. And honestly, if he had to finish these 2 wall segments, think of it. He's got wood in the bank. That would have saved him from that entire raid from happening. And there he goes, trying to push out. So he has a kind of the stronger army in a head-on fight right now. But Kasva has the res. Look at his gold. He's got plenty of gold here. He might even just try to age up. You get a big eco gain like that. You just try to age up and hit the enemy with his techs. You could get some knights. That would certainly help. But right now it looks like making some horsemen. And I think Drongo's army is going to come up from over this ridge. Is he able to make rams yet? I don't think he has the upgrade yet. So Drongo's in a bit of a pickle as far as his eco goes. Is he? I almost feel like he's got to drop a second town center to try to catch back up eco-wise. But maybe you just stay in your town center and you try to push with your military. Use what you have. Now Drongo's got these knights. Going up against knights and archers, going up against Mangudai and horsemen. If he had a ram, he could really push in here right now and punish Kasva. Now Kasva has moved his to a new Uvu because that ran out of stone, and has moved his archer range, indicating he's going to be making more Mangudai, and is just now starting to age up to age 3. Where is that landmark? Here it is, going up with the Crueltai, if I'm saying that right, Crueltai, which will give a bonus to nearby units. It heals nearby damage units and provides plus 25% damage bonus for 30 seconds. So he can heal up this army. He can use it to sit here and defend. And you see he has the speed upgrade. He trained the speed upgrade from the Uvu, and now he can actually run this landmark around and plop it on the front line as a big fight happens. Okay, trying to pick up and move here as he sees Drongo's army moving in, trying to pull that steel back, but he didn't put it back down. Oh no! Oh wow! This stable would have been safe from the archers at least, but maybe he'll be okay there. He was able to get it away. And Drongo coming in with some rams. I mentioned it. I hope to see Drongo making some rams, and yes, he did. And this is great. Although he's starting to teach down the blacksmith, would be nice to see him take down the military production buildings. Does Drongo know where those are right now? He does not know that they are behind his army right now. And meanwhile, we've got horsemen up on top of the archers, and the Mangudai taking some shots. These rams are going to do some damage, but at the expense of, I think it's going to be his army, especially if Kasva starts training some knights here. He's currently upgrading his horsemen there. Oh, it burned down. Man, and that next stable could have been huge. He could have got ×2 knights going. So this is not a fight you want to take with your Mangudai. He's losing the archers. Meanwhile, we've got villagers all idle, but they are taking out those rams. And I think Kasva is going to hold this. Let's see what's going on with Drongo's economy. A lot of wood in the bank. But army numbers, not a whole lot really coming up for here right now. He's got wood. I think maybe just got busy moving his army and didn't read macro or just ran out of food. But right now, what does he do, as these archers just die over time? Now, doing a good job sieging. Now, this is great. This is what I wanted to see him doing a little bit earlier, is just go straight for those military buildings. Because this will slow Kasva's army down. And right now, Kasva has a completely idled villagers. Oh, boy. Get this to work. That is a lot of idle units. Okay, and he's starting to build pastures. It does look like Kasva has run out of food other than his berries down to the southeast. In kind of an awkward spot, honestly. Drongo's going to have some time. You see, he's starting to siege. The Uvu's going down, so losing the bonus to the Uvu, losing all of his military buildings. Are there any military buildings remaining? Okay, he's built some on the back line. 2 stables. But he's going to need to get some food going here. Okay, you see he is really invested. We got 10 pastures right now. He's going to be going to his sheep economy. The Mongols are not farmers. They are not able to farm. The question will be, can he get a military back out to answer if Drongo continues to push the attack? Drongo's really invested with these rams. And now he can go in and try to take out these landmarks, though Kasva can speed away with them, and we'll have to see if he does that. Back at home, his macro's looking a little better. He's spinning that wood. I think he really invested it in the wood here because he wanted to make a ton of siege units. So going all in on archers and rams, I would like to see Kasva making knights. If I was in his shoes, I mean, these knights are going to do really good job. And you see that going down. Not knights, but lancers they have strong, heavy armor and going to resist these archers quite well. But boy, oh boy, here comes a lot of rams. And he's just going to quickly take down the landmark. And he only needs to take down that landmark, this landmark. Where's the other one? Is it already dead somewhere? Oh, it's right here. So all 3 landmarks are right here. Kasva needs to pick up these deer stones and run it right now because these rams could make a run on his landmarks and he's going to be in trouble. Here we go. Come on, Kasva, pick it up. You want to move. He's got the speed upgrade. He could pick this up and move it really quickly, and Drongo wouldn't be able to kill it with the rams. Maybe he will do that. Maybe he's just buying himself some time at the moment. Now, doing a good job getting some mangonels out to deal with the archers. Drongo's really not going to have a response to his mangonels. Trying to spread his army out, but look at a lot of low health units. Those deer stones, I think, might go down. I'm surprised Kasva has not moved them. Leaving only the town center as the only landmark up. And Drongo could win this game if he can win with these rams. Now, all Kasva needs to do is eject his villagers, start shooting these rams, and he can actually put this into packed up mode and run it away. But he is deciding to stick this fight out. Maybe confident in his ability to hold this with his villagers. We got a Mangonel taking some shots on those archers. And for Drongo, I feel like this is his last hope at the moment. Just assuming he might be behind on eco-wise. But Kasva's been idled for so long. Look at this. Why is he not running it away? What in the world is happening right now? He could pack this up and move it. But he's chosen not to, just trying to hang on for dear life, working on. He's out of wood. He can't heal it. Will Drongo get it? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is gonna happen. He could move it. All he had to do was move it. This is so close. Oh, he holds. Incredible. Wow. I thought Drongo was going to win. I thought he had it. Man, I wish you guys were watching this live with me. Let me know in the comments right now what you think. I thought Drongo had this game, but I wouldn't count him out quite yet. I think he has, settled the eco difference by just idling Kasva for so long. Now, hold on a second. Kasva has a -7 wood? Now, I'm sure that's from repairing, but how is this possible? How can you go negative? He has spent resources into debt. We're gonna have to check with the bankers on that one. Meanwhile, Drongo is kind of stabilized eco-wise. He's got farming going down. He's got his base walled off. But oh boy, he did just nuke his whole army, and now it's these lancers. And how's he gonna answer these lancers? More archers looks to be the answer for him. Is he aging up right now? Throwing the barracks, he's not aging up. He's going to commit to this age too. And I think we still got ourselves a game going on here. What happened? Oh, he decided not to go barracks and went for stables instead. So I think maybe just he's going to be going for Royal Knights is what I suspect. Probably a stronger choice than those pikemen here. Particularly if more Mangudai show up. And maybe just realizing that the mangonels are going to be a factor. But, okay. just as Kasva was on the fence, about to be eliminated from this game. He is held, and now he's pushing out. He currently has 68 villagers. Let's see how many villagers Drongo has. Drongo has 60, so Drongo not very far behind, but here comes that Mongol army knocking on Drongo's door with mangonels behind, and Ozzy's going to be facing the fact that he is now behind in tech. So he needs to have an overwhelming larger army, I think, to hold this off. But man, how is he going to kill these Lancers? Oh boy, this could be absolutely devastating. I'm sure the archers will pick off some. And right now, you know, Kasva just might be thinking, okay, there's pikes back there. There's something ready to get me. And not realize that he could just rush in there at the moment. But if he just starts taking down all of these archery ranges, he should do a pretty good job. He's going to get res when he kills this. You'll see when it's line of fire, 50 gold, 50 food. And he's just going to rip through all of these military buildings. And here we go. We see this landmark being placed on the front line. This is going to be healing nearby troops and giving them a boost. Look at that, health going up. So they're getting that health boost and doing bonus damage for 30 seconds at the moment. So a really nice move there. I've seen this out of a lot of Mongol players, bringing this landmark to the front line. But Drongo, with all these archers, seems to have scared off Kasva's army. I think Kasva just kind of maybe thinks he's going to keep hemorrhaging his Lancers if he runs in there. I'm not sure that he needs to run back, especially if he gets his armory upgrades. Let's see, does he have them? Okay, he's working on it right now. Oh, that's a trebuchet. Where's his armory? Does he have one? There he is, the blacksmith. He is getting his attack upgrade, so maybe he decided to pull back until he gets his techs. But we say that, and then in rush the Lancers, and they're on top of those archers. And he's got to be thinking at this point, okay, if Drongo is not trying to fight me here with some pikes, that he doesn't have them. So I bet Kasva's feeling pretty confident. Those trebuchets come in. They will start working probably on these landmarks if he doesn't go for the military buildings first. Although, honestly, Lancers do plenty of siege damage all on their own with nothing to contest them at the moment. Man, if Drongo's in the third age, he could be making crossbows and probably have a really good chance at fighting this off the number of archery ranges you have. But right now, those Lancers getting up on the villagers, taking out a number of villagers. Drongo's now even further behind in the eco game, and I'm starting to worry about him. And there we go. GG is called. Man, what an exciting game. I could not believe that ram push. I thought Drongo had it. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this game. This might have been maybe one of the most exciting games that I have casted so far here on this media preview of Age of Empires 4. If you like the channel, make sure you hit subscribe and that alert notification bell. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.